Hello, this is the king of the isopods, and I'm going to water the isopods again today. So, here I have is very boring Jupiter isopods, and I think that I got it recently, maybe 2 months ago, and they were quite tiny. I think they used to be around 4 millimeters, but they have grown a lot. And I also discovered the hidden tactic, the hidden skill and requirement to keeping their color up is through feeding food that are rich in carotenoids, such as carrots, obviously, shrimps, and also the most unexpected, spirulina. Next, I have coming on this isopod is that I have kept for a very long time, and the population has grown so much that I have to split it up into two cultures. I think this is the Cubaris marina papaya, and I think I got it maybe like 2 years ago. And I started out with probably three individuals. Look at them, they are all running around. So fascinating. Back then, I thought isopods was small. They were very small things. I thought they were only their maximum size is approximately 6 millimeters. But no, the isopods I got, they are just juveniles. They are not even adults. And I'm quite surprised they can grow up to this size. Yes, and there is one decide to find and it rolled up through my close observation, but decides to not cooperate with me and start to run away, as usual. Let's put this back. Add some food again and check the humidity. This is a typical, very often done procedure. And this one is a gold spot isopod. This one right here, the very old big isopod I'm holding, it is probably at least 3 years old. Yes, that's why it's so slow, unresponsive, and you see that it's very clumsy as well. Yes, it moves slowly, it's not that. I think it will roll away later. And here are their children. So many, right? I think I already sold like maybe 70% of them. I think I gave away quite a lot to other people as well. But I think I still have so many that they're just area locked under the piece of cork bark. They are all huddling together. Maybe they're trying to find comfort. I don't know. But they just seems to gather under this kind of location. A handful of isopods. As usual, put the bark back as how it was. I check them every week. They are being checked not so often, and my greatest advice is that if you don't want to bother one culture of isopods so often, please just get more types of isopods. Then this means that they are on a cycle. Like it is, you can check them every day, but every day you open up a different bin of isopods. So you are basically distracting yourself from focusing and annoying the same type of isopod again and again. And this one is the orange spiny isopod, also known as the European spiny isopod. I've kept these isopods for at least 4 years, and I think that they have done quite well. Yes, they're quite small, maybe a maximum of 1 centimeter, but I think that they are quite more prolific than I thought. Also, they tend to climb on plastic walls very often as long as there's humidity. So, better be careful when you close the lid. And these guys does pretty well with medium humidity, with a decent moisture gradient. Because back then, I made a very big mistake, is that I did not provide a good moisture gradient, and they decided to all go to the top of the container, like on top of the twigs. And I realized what happened. So now coming on is that these 4 types of isopods. This is the dairy cow isopod. Yes, it's a common isopod, but I don't know why. I got it like maybe 3 months ago. But I used to keep them for maybe. I remember that I kept them at least 5 years ago, but maybe I think that I moved to a new place so that I remember I think I was not allowed to move them with me. So yeah, what a waste. So this one is another isopod. It's quite expensive. The round-tailed isopod is known for its flat shape. Its shape that would allow it to become easier to camouflage and stick well with the stone walls in its natural habitat in caves in Southeast Asia. I've tried many different diet combinations. I tried from 70% protein, 30% vegetable. That didn't work well. It just feels like it gives them indigestion and they kind of become sick and lethargic. Just doesn't want to move. And therefore, I think that you put more vegetables is better. I think you just need to give very little protein to them and keep the moisture to medium. Yes, that's the for the video. I think that it might be a little bit too long, so I will split it up.